Yes, good morning, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this YouTube channel. It is a weekend. I want to wish you guys a nice weekend. But I want to address something that is happening in the country now. And I want to talk about teachers, the issues of teachers, and also what the government is deducting from teachers. That is the 3% on the civil servants. To the leadership of teachers, that is Kupet, led by the chairman, Ampoko Milemba, the Secretary General, Akelo Misori, the Treasurer of Kupet, Bwana Mwethi Injenga, not forgetting the Kenyan National Union of Teachers, that is NAT, Collins Oyu. We need a strike. We need a strike, yes. And I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to give you the reasons why we need a strike as teachers. And I want this information to be forwarded to them. These guys are a joke in this country. The leadership of NAT, the leadership of Kupet is now a joke. The moment Akelo Misori and Milemba were nominated to parliament as MPs, the issues of teachers have not been addressed well. Actually, that is the moment when teachers have suffered the most. We never used to have even to have MPs in parliament for our issues to be addressed. Look at the legend of teachers, Bwana Ambrose Adeya Adongo. The guy is the history of teachers for fighting for teachers until the salaries, the welfare of the teachers changed. That is the truth. Yes. Although I was not very big at that time. I was young, but it is in the history that Adongo fought for the rights of teachers. But what is happening now? Listen, I want to tell you why this is the right time. We need a strike. And I remind you on what it is supposed to be done when you are in the national office as the Kupet officials, as the NAT officials. What are you supposed to do? You have to listen to the teachers on the ground. One reason why we need a strike, it's because that is the only language the government understands. That's the only language the government understands of this country. And I want to remind you that the only way the government hears, I know you have never been told, you only think of boardroom meetings. You meet with William Ruto, you meet with the Minister of Education, then you agree on things. The government does not understand such meetings. I want to remind you. Look at the history. Francis Nganga, Adongo, Wilson Sossion, they never used to have boardroom meetings. Never. They never used to have those boardroom meetings. I want to remind you that only language that the government of Kenya understands is a strike. Look at the CBA that was signed. Although it was the CBA that was signed, though it benefited the administration and etc. What led to that increase? It was a strike. It was a strike. Yeah, that's when William Ruto even abused us as you guys. Yeah. But when you are here now, the only thing is that you think you are going to go to parliament and talk about the issues of teachers and the government is going to hear you. Never. So that is the language that the Kenyan government understands. And that is how the issues of teachers have been addressed through a strike. Call for a strike, Milemba. Misori, call for a strike. Or you, call for a strike. And you guys, I heard Atwoli confessed, or Franz Atwoli, the Secretary General of COTU, Central Organization of Trade Union. The guy confessed that you attended a meeting after Labor Day celebrations at KICC. You were there. And then you agreed. Who did you ask about the 3% deductions? Then you agreed on the same. How can you agree on something that you have not even consulted us? Can you consult the branches? The 47 branches in Kenya, do you consult them? Then you go and agree. Number two, the deductions. Teachers are having very many deductions. Look, the other time we have what we call provident funds deductions. Deductions that we don't really well understand about it, but it came up, but we were not even consulted. Why you? Yes, you are consulted, but you did not consult us also. Then another thing is coming called 3% deductions for house. It's called not a tax even, house levy. So the house levy or house deductions or the name that you call it. The deductions are unhealthy to teachers. Yes. To the civil servants, they are very unhealthy. Call for a strike and say no to this. If there's no proper, they're saying that they're saying that it's good. They're going to pay us after 7 years. That the money will be there. That is a charm of the government, my friend. We need a proper framework on how that thing is going to work. We need to know if this money is going this way. After 7 years, where are you going to ask that money from? Yeah, a proper framework. Yeah, don't sio tu pesa zako zinaenda. It's like the hustler funds that 15% is for savings. Where will you go to ask for the 15 bob? The 15 bob that is for savings. Where are you going to ask for that? That now I need my savings to use. Where? So where are you going to ask from the Ministry of Education? We need that proper framework, 3%. But for now, we are against it completely. Called for a strike and they say no to this. Immediately, actually after we don't want to go back to work. We want such issues to be addressed. Another issue that has not been addressed, and we have been in office for very many years now. We are in peace. You want to be governors. Missouri Akelo, last year I saw you campaigning to be a governor of the CIA using our money, and we have not addressed our issue, even one. Huh? Promotion of teachers is zero. No promotion is taking place at the ground. Interviews zinafanywa, nothing happens. Teachers are stagnant in the same job group for many years now. C3. Hey, ask the uliza walimu wa diploma. They've been stagnated in C2 for many years. Wacha walimu wa C3. Half of the population of secondary school teachers are in C3. Wamefunza mpaka wamefika ceiling. They are there. How can you work without a promotion? Eh? Can you be motivated? What will motivate you to work harder so that you can get a promotion? But there's zero promotion. Nancy Macharia, the CEO of Teacher Service Commission, introduced something called C4. From C3, then you go to C4, then you fight. Really? And you were seated there, the national office. You were seated and you saw teachers being introduced that was not helpful. And guys, don't listen to the excuse of the government that there's no money. No. If you go for a good strike, a well-organized strike, this country will teachers' welfare will be addressed for once. Let the issues of the teachers be addressed for once and for all in this country, so that from there, those who will come, they will enjoy teaching in this country. So promotion of teachers are stagnant. But civil servants, look at the civil servant like the army or our colleagues in the army or in the navy, all that. The civil servants, they get promotions when you work hard. You are recognized. When you do things on the right thing, you are recognized. But why are teachers stagnant in one job group for many years? Why? For real, why? We need that. We need change. We need promotions. Ampoko Milemba, the chairman of Kupit, Missouri Akelo. You need to hear this. Teachers now want a strike. That is what they want. Next. Hata ukitaka transfer. If you want a transfer in this country, you cannot get. Even if it is very hard to get a transfer in this country. Even if you apply. This makes us not be productive. Let transfers be infected immediately when you need a transfer. You don't want to be a place where you are not happy. Yeah? You should not be. Let transfers be infected very easily. Let the principles be easy to allow transfers to go easily. And I want to thank the deputy governor, the deputy president. Actually addressed the issue of delocalization, where Missouri and Akelo and what? Missouri, Akelo, Milemba, and you are unable to address. Only Gachagua to come in as the deputy president to help teachers with the delocalization. But you are unable to address the issue. You are unable to call a strike to say no to delocalization. We lost very many teachers, yeah, who were transferred from their home for families. Others had diseases. They needed the family to help them. You did not address that one. You made teachers to lose lives. That's the national office. But Gachagua came in and said no to delocalization, and teachers were able to at least to be alive. The last thing I would like to talk about is teachers are overworked in this country. Overworking of teachers. We have very few teachers in schools. Actually, teachers do a lot of work. The workload is very high. 32 lessons, very many lessons. Let the government employ more teachers. Stop having excuses for the government. Oh, no. The moment we start saying, oh, the government does not have money, oh, the government, they will not employ. And who will suffer is the teachers at the ground. The teachers at the ground are the ones who are going to suffer. So I'm requesting the national office immediately call for a strike. Call for a strike. And let the issues of teachers be addressed for once and for all. Thank you. Have a blessed weekend.